What's up? This is your boy Phenom here, representing Lathan Gaming. On our first dev vlog, I am the creator of Trapper Drug Dealer RPG. It's been a real experience. I wish I would have started just kind of going on YouTube and talking about my experience sooner, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It's times I didn't think I was going to be able to even complete this game. This has been one of the hardest experiences of my life, but I don't take it back for anything. It's been awesome, and I've really enjoyed the journey in the learning process. Because it's so many things that you have to be able to do. You have to be a jack of all trades type of person if you're going to be a solo dev. You have to be into the music. You have to be into the art, animation. Me, I never liked doing animation. I like watching animation. Yeah, I love that. But making it is very tedious. But I've been doing it and it's been fun. And then also the coding and then story writing, you know, and that doesn't even cover the publicity, social media side of everything, getting people to recognize that, hey, I got a game and it's pretty cool, you know. So just the number of hats that you have to wear is it can be a bad thing, but it can also be a good thing because throughout the process, you get tired. You get tired of your game because you work on it every single day to the point where you're disgusted with your game and you're just ready to be done. In the beginning, I had so much energy, with the pandemic going on and everything, I was able to spend 8 to 10 hours every day because I wasn't at work, to spend crazy amounts of time just working on this game, trying to get a minimum viable product. And there were a lot of times where, I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. Like initially in the beginning, I was just kind of playing with the code, seeing what I can do. And at a certain point, I think maybe about a month in, I thought to myself, man, this could really be a game. It's fun to me. I like the concept, so I'm hoping that other people will, but you know, how the gaming community is. So, but I digress. Basically, I was saying it can be a good thing or a bad thing to have to wear all of these hats. And one of the really good things about it is if you're getting tired of doing a particular task, like for me, animation, I get very bored with redrawing the same character or whatever it is over and just a slight difference. It's boring as hell to me. So after I make myself do something like that, I can move along and do something that I actually want to do, like maybe working on music or dabbling with the story a little bit more or whatever it is, So it makes it to where you can have a revolving door of tasks where when you get tired of one thing, you can just kind of move on to something that you are more interested in doing at that time. And typically I find that after I do that for a couple of days, then I'm kind of ready to go back into maybe a part of the code that was getting on my nerves and I couldn't figure it out, And one bit of advice that I really want to give is, especially after working on the game, continuous days for 8 to 10 hours every day or longer, after you're later on in your day, you're not going to see the code right. You're not going to, you're not going to be able to solve problems the way you were, in the earlier hours of the day. You're not going to be able to see what you're doing wrong sometimes. So the best thing to do is don't keep pushing yourself, okay? Don't do that to yourself. Take a break. Whether it's a hour long break or a nap break where you nap for an hour or two, or you just go to sleep and then attack it again the next day. I promise you, you will come back to it and you will say, oh, yeah, I don't know why I didn't see this. Like, duh, but I had so many instances and times like that where it's just like, how did I not see this last night? But I was dead tired, but I wanted to get that part of the code done, you know. But as I was saying earlier on, there were times where I felt like this may not be possible, or I may have to scale this game back a lot. And it's because it's like you implement new code into the game and it breaks everything, or it breaks things that you, in your mind, you think it shouldn't break or affect in any type of way, so that's just part of the growing pains and learning about the engine that you're using, and just really like trying to figure out the best processes for implementing code and trying to have clean code. I've tried my best to have clean code. Like, this is my first like game that I've really put the energy in on, but you don't want to fall into the pitfall either of trying to make the game perfect, because you'll never finish then. Like, nothing, like, what in life is perfect? If you look at the world we live in, most things, when you look behind the curtain, they're put together with strings and duct tape, and possibly even bubble gum. So, not that you should construct your game that way, but sometimes you just gotta get done. You just have to push through, and sometimes it's good enough. This part of the game is good enough, at least for right now, because you may not have the knowledge at that point to attack that problem right then and there. You might have to code a different part of the game, something that you're more skilled for at that particular point in time. But you will figure it out if you give yourself enough time, and if you give yourself enough space, So that's something that I, was just figured out. Like, I created a solution for a problem that I've been having for maybe about 2 months now, 2 or 3 months now. So, like, that's just an example of, like, there's sometimes you can just go to sleep and figure out the problem, but some things are just beyond you at this particular point. Don't give up, but just kind of move on and handle other things, or handle other tasks completely. But at some point, I'm going to get into the gameplay more, but I really just kind of want to talk to you guys just, about some of the things that I experienced. If you're working on a game right now and you're going through similar things, go down below, jump in the comment section, and share your experience. Like, I want to hear about like the stuff that you guys are going through too, because I don't really think like people understand just how difficult it is to make a game. Even a simple game, like a basic game, can be very challenging and difficult to make. So I really want to like see what you guys out here in the YouTube community, what you guys are, going through. And then also, I dropped a trailer yesterday. You can check it out on the page. It doesn't cover the full scope of the game, just gives you, the slightest idea what it's about. I'm thinking I'm going to do another trailer, maybe closer to launch, which is going to be November 2nd, 2021. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, please do. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed the process and learning how to do it, and excited to, kick this game off into early access. I feel like it's a really niche area within gaming that, everybody kind of wants, everybody kind of wants this type of game, but it seems like people are afraid to attack it because it's kind of taboo. So let's do it. Let's get into the game. Anyway, this is your boy Phenom. Drop a like. And if you can relate, and if you're interested in seeing like where this journey is going to go to, subscribe. You know, it won't hurt. If not, I'll see you around. It's your boy Phenom. I'm out.
Writing down, lighting on pages is still a nicest. The cause of crisis, shitting on them ever since diapers. Control. In and out of cipher, Rennie have fuck, yup, strike like seamsters, move like mobsters, but minus the pastas. Move like mobsters, but minus the pastas. Move like mobsters, but minus the pastas. Crushing imposters, fucking imposters. I'm raiding on these pages when striking high voltage.